Like many people around the world, Chris and Phoebe are bored and stuck at home. But thanks to the magic of sake, they can travel almost anywhere around Japan. This week, our sake adventurers will be tasting Tochigi Prefecture. It's best known for Nikko National Park, the picturesque Lake Chuzenji, and Toshogu Shrine, with its 3 wise monkeys. And of course, the city of Utsunomiya, famous for its dumplings. Their mission is to pick the best sake the prefecture has to offer, as well as a delicious local specialty to pair with it. That's me. I'm Matt, the random friend who they roped into doing this. Let's hear from the challengers.
I'm going to be Phoebe, because I've chosen a sake which is heavily intertwined with the culture and the history of Tochigi, and it's award-winning.
So, I have chosen an award-winning Yamahai from Shimazaki Shuzo, made with the traditional techniques they were using 100 years ago. She's got more dairy notes, lots of complexity, more like a beer than wine, I suppose. This is rugged elegance.
And the sake brewery is so cool because it has these caves where they age their sake, which I lovingly call the bat caves.
Now, the dish I've chosen is tamari zuke. It's basically vegetables pickled in tamari. Look at that, it's got a lovely kind of golden kind of hue to it.
That is definitely golden.
Oh, the nose is amazing. It's like a kind of
Bit of truffles and cereal notes. It's just like breakfast cereal in the morning.
with some dried fruits and some lovely caramelly kind of notes.
Breakfast cereal and truffle in once.
Yeah.
Wow, you're going from Kellogg's to fine dining.
And it's got a bit of a like fruit, but it's not like fresh fruit. It's kind of like a baked banana kind of element to the nose. I got a little taste.
Everybody's baking banana bread right now. That's a good face.
Oh, it's so smooth. It's really elegant and it's very complex. There's lots of different flavors in there. This maybe isn't a good sake for someone who's just trying to get into sake. I think this is probably intermediate level. Although, having said that, this is something I think anyone can try and be like blown away by. It really is award-winning.
Earlier, you'd mentioned that it was a rugged almost kind of when you were describing it earlier. And just now you said elegant. Can you kind of equate how it fits between those two?
It's a juxtaposition of elegance and ruggedness. I call this rugged elegance.
Daniel Craig is James Bond.
Yes, that's a great one.
Yeah,
Oh my
Casino
goodness.
Royale. Casino Royale.
Tamari is technically soy sauce, but at the same time, it's not made the same way as soy sauce. Direct byproduct of miso. They scrape it off the top of the miso. It's like a viscous amber liquid. It's only made with soybeans, no wheat, just like Chinese soy sauce, albeit much richer and more savory. In Tochigi, the first place to commercialize tamari and use it to pickle vegetables was Uwasawa Umetaro Shoten in, yes, you've guessed it, Nikko City.
They just melt in the mouth. They just kind of come together and melt together into this kind of bomb of savory flavors.
Up next is his opponent, Phoebe Amoroso.
I'm going to beat Chris today because I've been to Tochigi, I've done my food research homework there, even have a book, and my pairing is spot on.
This is Sohomari from Sohomari Brewery. It's a Tokubetsu Junmai. And what's interesting about this is it's quite dry. It's known as a karakuchi. But the rice has been polished to 60%, which we normally associate with the ginjo. But this has quite more of the steamed rice flavor than the fruit flavors. I have yuzu miso, which has a beautiful sweetness to it as well as the saltiness. And this is from a company that was founded in the mid-1800s, and I'm looking forward to pairing them. Oh, okay. It's definitely dry and quite acidic with that kind of rush up the throat and watery up to here. That means it's got high acidity. But surprisingly, it's got quite a mellow aftertaste, quite a long finish. I'm still kind of getting the notes here.
What do you remind you of? Like, what do you imagine what comes into your head when you taste it?
I think the dryness would actually mean that people who like wine would probably, like white wine would probably enjoy. I hate white wine.
You seem quite happy drinking this.
But I am very happy drinking this because, yeah, you have got this kind of a slight floral, slight fruitiness. I wouldn't say that there's not like one particular fruit that really stands out to me. So now I have my amazing yuzu miso right here. And I have decided I could just eat it off the spoon. But I have decided to put it on top of a block of silken tofu because I thought that'd be a good. Okay, so I've got a section here. It's got whole slices of the yuzu rind.
Ooh, that's legitimate.
The miso is sweet, so you've got a sweet sour balance going on as you're eating it, and of course that blends the tofu. But there's also textural because that rind, the rind, has a texture that's quite distinct. I think it's coming together as a meal. I'm quite excited.
Well, I guess I have to make a decision, and it's not going to be easy because both of your selections sound amazing.
Of course.
I'm going to have to say Chris's sake sounds really, really up my alley. I think that's probably the sake that I'm going to have to go with. But this is a decision based on the best combination, and I have to be honest, Phoebe's sake sounded good. And I absolutely love yuzu. So I'm sorry, Chris, but I'm going to have to go with Phoebe this time. That combination just blew me out of the water. So Phoebe it is.
You can put the yuzu miso with anything. All good. Great decision.
All right, that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button. And as always, sip
on.
So it's quite dry. Fuck, my thing just stopped recording because my disc is crashed. Fuck, stop 1 moment. Fuck. Yeah, it is. My entire disc is full, which is why my computer's revving. It's really angry with me. Sorry, excuse my random outburst of expletives.